It might have gone in. Like,
Yeah, it's a system. Say what you will about Roy's lap. Good long throw, and he can really scrape the flesh off a skull. Not an ounce left on him. Hello there, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Football Manager Therapy. I am your host, Rich Owens. I'm back once again, very similarly to, but not exactly like the Renegade Master for copyright reasons. Joining me this week, it's 2/3 of the beautiful FM team. We've got D-Boy Plays, we've got Jebaroo. Jeb, I'm going to come to you first because I think you're stuck. Are you okay, fella?
yeah, I'm trying to be positive, but it really hurts.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Enough of that.
Thanks for trying.
God, FM26 is rubbish, isn't it? No. Too far. Wait, let's balance the scales. I'm fine, thanks. How are you, Rich?
I'm good, thank you, mate. I'm good. Nice to be back this week. Couldn't make it last week because of my son's birthday. How selfish of him to have a birthday on a day I needed to record a podcast. But I'm back now. Thank you, Jeb, for hosting last week. You did a wonderful job, by the way. Very proud of you. Not that it comes as a surprise, because you've done it loads of times before, and you were really good at it every time you did it before. So just don't get too good, okay? Please?
Okay, I'll try it.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
I'll think about it. I'll see how we go.
All right. Cheers, pal.
Yeah.
D, how are you, Flower? Doing all right?
Hello. I'm good, thank you. It's back to work next week. That's got me a little bit sad. But no, grand scheme of things, all is tickety-boo in my world. Exactly, that's how it is. That's what's going on in my head right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
for the audio listeners,
to work. I feel really sad for you. What a shame. I've got to go back to work. I've had 2 weeks off.
1 week off.
1 week.
Actually,
Yeah, 1 week. Thank you.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I have to work weekends as well. So, shh. Thanks.
I think you really deserved your week off, D. And I'm glad you've enjoyed it.
Thanks, man. So did you.
Anytime, pal.
Because
Thank
working
you.
in the education system is really challenging.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah.
Sure.
And on this week's podcast, we explain to Jeb why our jobs are really hard, actually. Oh, good. No, we're not going to do that. What we are going to do, though, instead, fellas, is we're going to probably talk a little bit about this new game, FM26, what has recently come out, if that's okay. Yeah? Do we feel it?
It's not come out. It's still in early access, technically.
It's still in early access, but we've all got it now, haven't we?
8 hours, 12 hours, 17 hours, 12 hours and 43 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to be when you listen to this. It might have already come out. It might be coming out soon. Who knows? Read the Radio Times. They'll tell you what time it's coming out. Then ignore that and make up another time.
Add some hours on,
Yeah.
and that'll be the right time.
Yeah, that's how it works. God, I tell you what, it's really hard being right about the Radio Times and also everything else. The colossal weight of being correct. It's huge. It's a burden to me. It's my posture's terrible. Well, if you're listening to this publicly, today is the day. Happy FM26 full release day, everybody. Thanks, Jeb. Appreciate that. For the audio listeners, just watch on YouTube to figure out what that was. I'm not going to ruin it for you. I really liked what you did last week. Your good bits and your bad bits, because we've all spent a bit of time on the early access. Obviously, I wasn't here because I was parenting-ish to an extent. So if it's okay with you, and I'm asking if it's okay, even though it was you guys that suggested doing it, I thought it might be fun if I kind of, just chucked my ideas.
If you do your 3 good bits and bad bits, and then me and D can just add bonus ones that we found in this week. Does that sound like that?
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah. Okay. My first good bit. It's going to sound quite vague, I suppose, and it's very personal to me. But the thing that I've enjoyed the most about FM26 has just been playing it. And I know that sounds like a really, really daft thing. I was really burnt out on FM24. You know, we've talked about this kind of at length on the pod previously. You know, we had a bit of a hiatus because, you know, it was really only D of the 4 of the FM team that were consistently playing FM24. I was fried. I was FM'd out and I didn't want to anymore. And my first good thing is I've spent a lot of time, especially in the last 48 hours playing the game, and I've just really enjoyed it. Saturday, I had nothing to do, so I just ploughed through as much of the Brighton challenge as I possibly could. Sorry, on Friday. Saturday I streamed a bit of it as well, but Friday, nothing on, sat down, played as much as I could during the day, and I got sad when I had to turn it off. And I haven't felt that way about FM probably for quite a long time now. And I wasn't streaming. I had a purpose. I was doing something, you know, as I was doing the Brighton challenge, and I had a reason to be playing the game. But I must have spent a good kind of 8-9 hours just in between doing other bits and pieces, bits with the family and Halloween-y kind of stuff with the kids. But I just really enjoyed playing the game all day, and I can't remember the last time I felt that way about a good session of FM not on camera. And to me, that is the hallmark of a good game. I'm not saying an incredible game or an excellent game, but it's the hallmark of a good game to be able to sit and just enjoy playing. It's not something that I have done a huge amount of for quite a long time. I think if you look at the amount of time I spent playing FM24, the vast majority of it was on stream. I think the three of us, we were hanging out in Tony Jameson's stream last night. And Tony pointed out he spent something like 1,600 hours on FM24 he spent, and all of those were on camera. All of them were on stream. I don't remember the last time I spent a proper day just sat in front of my computer playing the game off stream and having that much fun doing it. So to me, that can only be a good thing. That, you know, it can only be a hallmark of, like I say, a good game that can make you feel that way. So for me, that's a big one. I think that's a pretty massive thing. Just enjoying Football Manager again because of the game.
Yeah. I would agree. I kind of have the same feeling. I quite enjoyed loading it. I'm excited to load it up and play it. Well, you know, yes, I know that there are things wrong with it, but I'm still having fun. Mm-hmm. So I kind of can look past the things that do bug me. And there are many things still in the game that you're like, oh, that's annoying. That shouldn't be a thing. Or some user things that are frustrating. But just sitting there and playing it to the point where I also, just loading it up just to sort of just explore it a bit more, you know, and just have a bit of fun.
Yeah,
fine. I like it too. It has been.
But it's
fun.
okay if you don't like it.
It genuinely has been fun. There's been some games that have come out in the past month that have been genuinely fun. Football Manager is one of them. Battlefield's the other. Like those two games, and that's it. Like I'm enjoying coming up to my office and gaming now, rather than coming up to my office and going, "Oh, who can I watch, sit and play FM or whatever?" I can actually go and game now. It's been fun. Like Battlefield brought out Battle Royale this week. It's amazing. It's like doing Warzone again back in the pandemic days. In those things days. But then, like I said, FM's been really good as well. And it's just finding time to get to play it. But like it's been fun to load it up and play it. The matchday experience is still fun. There's issues, but it's still fun. But I think like the one, like if I was adding on something from last week, the one thing that I did like this week, and I don't know how much we mentioned it last week, I can't remember, but is the fact that SI reacted to everything last week and just went, we're going to patch it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Actually, what we're not going to tell you, we're going to have to patch it twice on Wednesday because we're going to really break something with the first patch and then fix that patch. But it's that responsiveness. They are listening. They are... Even if you actually submit some of your bugs on the thingy, I think one of the bugs I submitted about the women's game, I think it was the one with all the NWSL players being available, so everyone's got Jesse Fleming in there.
Yeah.
Like Jesse Fleming or Jess Carter or one of the other NWSL players. And Tina Keach replies, she's like, yep, we're looking at it. So, cool. Thanks, Tina. Nice one. But yeah, no, I think that's been a real positive.
Absolutely. And I mean, in fact, I think that brings us on quite nicely to, I think, the second thing that I've really enjoyed about the game in general has been the speed of the patches and how quickly SI have responded to the issues that are being reported by people. Because again, it makes a huge difference. And this is a company that has, generally speaking, as people have been pretty horrible about for the last 2 years. And we are, a week and a half in? Patches galore. They're fixing things on the fly. It's happening. And I think that, for me, again, it's great, because I think one of my biggest bugbears about Football Manager over the last kind of 18 months or so has been, and it's not even been about Football Manager, I think it's been the way that people have reacted to Football Manager and to SI publicly in terms of their disappointment with the game or communication, whatever it may be. And I'm not saying that everything that's been said about Football Manager in general or some of the communication, some of it has been justified, but not to the extent that people have gone to, the lengths that people have gone to online in terms of their anger towards SI in general or Miles or whoever it may be, kind of on that end. Games come out. Of course there are going to be bugs. Of course there are going to be issues with advanced access. There always are. I think the way that a lot of people have reacted to FM26 is almost this. Surely every other beta or early access has been perfect. I can't remember there being any issues ever with any kind of early access. This is ridiculous. How dare they? This is a mess. Unplayable, they scream. Unplayable. And I hate that word, and it's made me really cross. And they've gone, okay, cool. Well, here's a patch. Here's a load of things that have been fixed. Here's another patch that we fixed loads of things. Here's another patch where we're fixing things. And that is continuing to happen. And I really like that. That, for me, is a massive positive, because, again, it would have been really, really easy just to go, right, here it is, report all the bugs. We will have a look at it in the build-up to the release of the main game next week. And they haven't. They're constantly fixing things on the fly, and I think that is brilliant. That makes me really, really happy. Whether that is me setting my expectations, setting the bar very, very low in terms of what companies could or should be doing, but it's happening, and I love it. I think that's a really, really positive thing. I think it's the purpose of the early access. It's what, we get the game 2 weeks early, and if there are bugs, there are little bits and pieces that aren't working, then we let them know and they can fix them. Most of the fixes, for example, we stumbled across one earlier before we started recording tonight, in terms of, if you look at your transfer history, the little arrows that you used to be able to click to go through your seasons, they don't work at the moment. And after we finish recording, I'm going to report that bug, and you'd imagine that would be a comparatively easy fix for them. But it's not the kind of thing that's going to sit there not looked at for months on end. SI are listening, and that's really, really cool. That makes me happy, and that is a big positive about the overall FM26 experience for me. SI listen, and they fix things, and they action. It's nice. It's a nice feeling.
Nice. That's lovely. I've just found something I really don't like.
Oh, lovely. What have you got? What don't you like, Jeb?
I think I went on about it last week. I think this is just me just coming back on it, but it's the feedback one again, where you've got 5 different places you can go look at all the feedback that you get, just not in one place. Why is the board feedback standard A to F, or whatever letter it goes down to? I think it goes down to F. And then the supporter feedback is a series of smiley faces and sad faces. Why have 2 different scales?
Yeah,
Well, I've got a B from the board.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got a frowny face from the supporters. Oh no!
Exactly. Is that what you go out to? Because the way I can imagine this is like the manager goes to a fans forum and goes, right, wonder how the fans are thinking about how we're doing these things. What do you think about transfers? Hooray! Oh, cool. There you go. That's a smiley face, just a slight one. It's not an ecstatic face. But yeah, I don't know. Like, what does people with different? Oh, never. Yeah.
Can we get? I mean, I know people are starting to reskin the game. Can we get, if they're going to stick with the facial recognition from the fans in terms of how they're feeling, can somebody please make a skin where it's just a series of Cozza Bob's face?
Yes.
When he's just in the build up to and after finding a crisp £10 note. It's like,
Yeah, you've just lost 3-1 in the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, the fans are screaming at you, but you notice just next to your tactics board a £5 note, and it's pretty crisp. What face is that?
yeah, that's what
Perfect.
we want. That's what we want. Bob, we're managing Liverpool, and we have just sold our entire starting 11 to Saudi clubs for a cumulative £10 million. But you've just reached inside your jacket pocket, and you never guess what's there. Like, that's what can we do that? Is that something that people can do? Mr. Teeny, if you are listening,
Yeah.
like Sass, whoever is out there, cause a Bob mod.
We'd
please
like the
and
Bob
thank you.
scale, please.
Yeah, the Bob scale.
I think
that-
if somebody can come up with that custom scale, because you could do it for all sorts of creators. Even if you did it like a varying, like D really happy and Rich really sad.
Oh, like an FMT one?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the
an
whole
FMT
custom
scale.
one for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be fun. Even
Yeah.
training ratings.
Yeah.
We all have our own thing. Mine would be
We've all
training
got our own
ratings. Like,
faces. Yeah, Dee's face is that West Brom have just scored a 96th minute winner against Sheffield Wednesday. Rich's face, West Brom have just scored a 96th minute winner against Sheffield
Yeah, it's
Wednesday.
the same face. I watched that video back the other day, and you're really happy about it as well.
Oh, if you zoom at tears, there are tears in the eyes, I promise.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's been
Happiness.
yeah, that's been nice. That's been good. No, that'd be lovely. There we go. See, that's something that's okay to be a bit cross about. That's
I think they can
all
patch
right.
it in time for the game coming out in 3.4 hours.
Yes, I think that if we all report it, I think we can make it work. That's going to be fine. The other thing that's made me really happy is that I feel a little bit like when I'm just generally playing the game, I feel a little bit like Charlie Kelly in front of a piano when it comes to the UI, because I just kind of get it. It didn't take me very long at all to figure out how the UI worked, and I'm not the world's brightest man, but for some reason it just speaks to me like Charlie Kelly in a piano. I'm like, this is fine. This is fine. I get what I'm supposed to be clicking. I kind of, for the most part, understand where everything is. I think there have been a couple of times when I've streamed where I've had to ask for help from people. I'm like, do you know where this is? Everything else has come kind of intuitively to me, and I don't know what that says about me as a person. But generally speaking, I've had a really quite a good time with the UI. In terms of finding things, they're absolutely flip side of that coin. Something that does make me a bit grumpy is some of the presentations of it and some of the information that you would like to be there isn't.
Yeah.
But when
Hello,
it is
top goal
there,
scorer. Where is it? Oh, get digging.
I can get top goal scorer is easy. Yeah, that's easy peasy. Yeah, it's about 3
Still
clicks
don't know
away.
where it is. Still
Oh, you
don't
just
know.
I
I'm
found it. It's player stats, but not
Yeah.
overall. Attacking only, and then you scroll halfway down the menu and find top
and
goals.
there it is. Yeah, it's fine.
Lovely.
Easy peasy.
I-
Easy
Once
I
you
peasy.
did
find out where
have
player
a-
stats is. So,
Yeah,
I
that's
did
the
have
challenge.
a sort of a semi look through each of the menus. This is one thing that this can go into one of my things that pardon the pun, bugs me about the game. There's so many duplicates. We may have addressed this last week, but there are so many duplicates of things. I think on the portal thing there is a fixture schedule, which isn't your fixture schedule. It just tells you what fixtures are happening that day or the next game. So it's not a fixture schedule, it's the next fixtures. There's also stages in there, which takes you to the league table, which is in match day. But it doesn't need to be in match day because there is also an option to have on the bookmarks, which is competitions, which takes you to all of the things you're in, which is some areas of the game do feel cluttered, and and the menus seem a little bit. I was trying to think of a way to kind of me trying to be a little proactive, trying to think of a way to sort of consolidate whether this is something else I would even care about. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's not needed, and things like match day has match squad. You click on match squad, and it takes you to your first team, which is in squad.
yeah.
It's not a different page. It's just got a different label.
Do you know the the popular comedian John Robertson does the dark room. So yes, you get 4 options in the dark room, and he leads down the way. Most options lead to your death, but there are people who've written out entire maps based off that. So you get your 4 option work out that. Someone needs to do that for FM, but I don't know how big that piece of paper needs to be, because that's going to be quite large.
Massive piece of paper.
No, like the routing of there.
Yeah.
The one thing, another positive, and this has all come out probably towards the end of this week, and everyone's got a little bit more excited and a bit more. It can be fixed by other people. The mod community is already out there. I think Basie Boyo on Twitter seems to have everything. He was the one who did the sped up the UI, so you don't have a transition between every single menu that you click on. So that was quite nice. But then all other things. And then tonight we've seen that skins have started to come out as well, including the Cozza Bob skin, where you get a different variant. No, you don't. Will be coming soon.
Soon. Basie Boyo, if you're listening, there's a call to arms.
Yeah.
I need Bob in
Basie
my game.
Boyo, Cozza Bob, Basie Boyo. Just make it work. That I think features. That's a big thing as well. Is that we're playing a version of the game that most people, when the skinning community have started to do the things that they do, we're not going to see this layout of the game probably ever again. And it's the same as if you go back and play FM24, load up FM24, take off the custom skin you use for FM24 and just use the base skin. It's jarring. It really is. It's a nightmare. Any time I've done any PvP on FM24 and you go into the multiplayer and the presentation of it in there, you're like, this is horrible. But then you go, actually, no, this is kind of what it looked like when it first came out before we all got the skins. So for the most part, I get on with it quite well. It's all going to change. I'm not going to be keeping the default UI forever. Of course I'm not. But what I've got access to so far, I quite like. And even some of the bugs and some of the other issues that I've come across, to me, they make it feel a little bit more Football Manager, because I'm still getting the same, at its essence, levels of nonsense that you get with previous Football Managers. I was clicking through this afternoon before we started recording the pod. I finished the Brighton challenge this afternoon, which we'll get onto in a little bit. And I was just waiting for the end of season summary, like you got at the end of every season in FM24. Doesn't exist anymore. Who knew? It's just not there. That's just gone. But some of the conversations I was having with players alongside that, because I've come to the end of the season, some players want to leave. And even though I'm not going to be carrying on this save, I'm still doing the player interactions, because I was like, well, now's the time to figure out what they're like, because when I go into a big save this week, it's good to know what to expect. And I was talking to one of my defenders. A bid came in from Man City for one of my centre-backs, and I said no. And then my centre-back came to me, and she said, what's it going to take for me to leave? I want out. It was Minami, Japanese centre-back. Very, very good is Minami. And I said, I don't want to sell you I won't accept the offer that Man City made. It's not good enough. So we went through the whole, okay, how much is acceptable? So they bid 400k. I said, if they give me 650, you can go. She went, I think that's a little bit high. I think 600 is a much more reasonable amount. I said, you know what? You're right. If they offer £600,000, you can leave. And her response to that was, you're being ridiculous. I think you should let me leave if they offer £600,000. And I went, yep, that sounds good to me. If they offer £600,000, you can go. And she went, how dare you? All I'm asking is that you accept a bid of £600,000. And I said, yes. And then she stormed out. Perfect Football Manager. Perfect Football Manager experience. Absolutely loved it. It was sensational. Like, that still happens. Like, okay, fine, I could report that as a bug. But that, at its essence, felt to me like the kind of nonsense that happens to you when you're playing FM. And regardless of UI, anything else, it felt like a real Football Manager moment. And I think that's one of the things that seemed to be either going over a lot of people's heads or being willfully ignored by people, that at its essence, this game is still Football Manager. And these things still happen. And that made me really happy. So, look, it's still in there. The nonsenses are still in there. Of course they are. But that is kind of what makes this series. It's great.
I was going to say, I had a similar thing when putting a bid on a player. And I think it was, I put in a bid, I said, would you take 140k? They were like, no, we want £140,000 for this person. I was thinking, I just offered you that. So, anything you want? Yeah, sure.
My arm, you've twisted it. How dare you? So what do you think K stands for? Yeah.
I've thought about it, and I'm gonna come down to this level. I'm going for it. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
You got the Japanese defender's name slightly wrong, but it works perfectly for this part because I just signed the recommended signing that Manani wanted me to sign, which was my granddaddy.
Hey!
Her name is Minami. So just
Minami?
still. Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm going to do it. Repeat. You're going to hate when we do the Brighton Roundup later, Jeb. Fran Kiribi. Like, she's a great attacking midfielder. Can't get enough of her. Frank Kiribi. Yeah, she's fantastic. But no, it feels like FM. It really does to me, and that has genuinely made me quite happy. Again, speaking of Fran Kiribi, again, we had the similar conversation. Set a new personal best with this advanced access. Fran Kirby, over the course of this one season I've played, has sacked not one, not two, but 3 separate agents based on very brief conversations with me. She came to me in the January transfer window and said, just so you know, I'm probably going to leave when my contract expires in 18 months' time. And I said, are you sure? I think we could do something really, really good here. And she went, oh, you know what? You're right. Sacks her agent the next day. She comes back to me in February and goes, just so you know, just to let you know, boss, my contract expires in about 16 months' time and I'm going to explore other options when the time comes. So I clicked the exact same button. Oh, come on, I think we could do something really special here together. You know, we're on the cusp of something good. She goes, oh, you know what? You're right. I think we are. I'll probably stick around then. Sacks her agent the next day. 2 months later. Come in. Fran, lovely to... What are you doing here? Hiya, boss, just to let you know, I'm probably going to move on when my contract expires in about 12 months. Just to let you know, just a courtesy. I think you should stay, Fran. I think we're on the cusp of doing something really special here. You know what? You are correct, and sacked a 3rd agent by following it. It's so good. That, to me, is the same as when a player comes to you asking for an improved deal and you manage to negotiate a deal which is worth less money and they bite your hand off for it. It just feels... Yeah. Oh, Jadon Sancho in the network save last year, if you know that, so many times. 100 grand a week I got cut off his contract by the end, and it felt incredible every time I did it.
It sounds very much like every night, every evening of those conversations. Fran got home to her partner and she went, so did you have the conversation with Mr. Owens? It's like, I tried leaving. He's very convincing.
He's only football agents love. Right?
He's a very persuasive man. What did he say? He just hit me one of these. Come on. Come on. You know you want to, Fran Kirby. And she went, all right, fair enough. He's got me. The man just gets me. Although my manager in this universe is a lady manager, so...
I'm going to hit you with 2 negatives.
Go on.
Some quick punches. One of them was a really quick punch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you finished the game. Here's the results. Oh, cool. That's cool. It's nice to see all the results on the table and stuff. Here's the results again. Do you want to close them? Yeah. No, you can't. Yeah, but I want to close them. No, you
You've
can't.
not read them
If
yet.
you want to complete, you need to read them all. Read them all. You can click into them. Can't close them though. You're not allowed to close them. There might be an X in the top of this box, but you cannot close. No, you can't close them.
That was the first bug I reported.
Yeah.
You know
that
continue.
Yeah. That little X that's in the top of literally every pop-up box in the game that you have to click to get rid of everything, apart from this one. Apart from this one. Yeah, you're not allowed to with this one.
Yeah,
like,
but
it's like you're playing the old...
like after a heartbreaking defeat where you've lost in the last minute and they just rub it in your face a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, this defeat. This defeat.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, no, you can't get rid of that. You've got to reflect on what you've done with your tactical decisions.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah, it almost feels, in that instant, it feels like you're playing like the original Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy game. It's like, how do I escape this room, this nightmarish room? The little X, it doesn't work, and my head's gone. That's fantastic. It really is very frustrating. And I do it all the time, even now. There I am. Hey, it's old Richie over here who seems to understand the UI quite well, apart from when that happens. And I do it every single time without fail.
Oh, the game's crashed. Oh, can't click on anything else around it, but you can click on the teams and the players and things like that in there.
Yeah.
Next one.
Go on.
Very simple. And you've just raised it perfectly. All interactions in the game with the press, with players, with agents, with anyone, they've not been updated in any shape or form. Like, even just change the wording a bit. Like, get a thesaurus out and go, what can we change this to? I'm disappointed. So I change that to something else.
Synonym on every single
word.
word.
Yeah, exactly. Just have a synonym. Like, they've talked about using AI for stuff. Like, maybe just a bit of ChatGPT. I don't know. Like, I don't want to get rid of all the world's water and things like that, but something just to refresh these interactions, and so they don't go down the same route as well. Because every single time I get one of those contract discussion ones, it's like, no, I'm leaving. Why are you talking to me? It's like, you came to me. Like, you came to me and goes, I think I'm leaving. Please don't go. How dare you? I'm going. All right. That's how they go for me. So, yeah.
That's fair. And I will say the new gen faces as well. On the subject of a bit of AI usage, I'm looking at the moment, I've got on the screen in front of me my 5-star potential attacking midfielder, Jenna Redding, who's come through the Fictional Youth Academy. And
where's she from?
Scotland, ironically.
She could be from there. She could be from reading just to confuse people.
Yeah, she's from Bonnie Rig. Who knew? Yeah, Jenna Redding's face is genuinely harrowing. If this popped up in one of those jump scare horror games, like if I was playing, like, is it Mortuary Assistant or whatever the whole thing? If Jenna Redding was just like upside down on top of like a cupboard, just like like, yep, fine, that tracks. I don't care how talented you're going to be, Jenna. Can we please do something about this? It's truly very, very unsettling.
I made the comparison yesterday that because of the hairstyles in game when you're in match days, Michelle Agumang's got Mrs. Goggins' hair from Postman Pat. And like the majority of unfortunately, like the female hairstyles aren't great either. But yeah, just like, oh, you got long hair and you leave it down. Okay, it's going to look like Mrs. Goggins. There you go.
It really, thank you, because that's been, I've not been able to place it, and there it is. Classic Goggins, textbook Gog. True, it's very true. Yeah. So, yeah, come on, SI, just those faces. Let's just up your game a little bit, lads. Come on now, we've got this. But for the most part, as I say, having a wonderful time. I wouldn't change a thing, apart from all the things that need to be changed. But generally speaking, it's fine. I think Tony was saying last night on his stream, at the moment, he feels like it's a solid 6 out of 10 game. I think that's fair. And I think it has the potential to get better as the releases come. And as the main release comes, when the patches come in, it's got that potential to get really, really good. And I think it's going to. But what we have is a really, really solid benchmark for improvement. So I'm happy. I'm happy. Of course I am. I was always going to be. I could have not been.
Football Manager.
It's Football Manager. It's Football Manager. It still feels like Football Manager. You know, like people talk a lot about the match day and how brilliant the presentation of it is, and I think that's true. And you know, we don't need to get kind of a tread back over how nice the game looks. The one thing I will say about the match day, and I suppose this would be another one of my positives, is that I do feel, in terms of how the game develops tactically, I do feel a little bit more in control of that than I have done in previous FMs. I do miss shouts. I would love a placebo shout. Brilliant, you know. It's Kevin Slough with his megaphone with no batteries in. Basically, give me that as an option. Fine, not a problem at all. Make me, in terms of the shouts, I am the little cousin with the SNES controller that isn't plugged in. Not a problem at all. Like, give me that. But when I'm making changes in the games, and again, we'll touch more upon this when we talk about Brighton, I suppose. But I feel like when I'm making changes in game, I don't know if it's because I'm playing on extended highlights rather than key at the moment, but when you're giving a player different instructions, or you're changing the shape of the team, or you're changing, you know, the height of your press, whatever it may be, I feel like I'm seeing that more in game compared to previous FMs. And I really, really like that, because we all did it, FM24 and previous. You're losing a must-win game, you're a goal down, there's 15, 20 minutes to go. You throw everybody up top, 3 strikers, attacking midfielders behind them. You push everybody up, you go all out attacking, long passing, and then you don't get another highlight for the next 20 minutes. The game just ends. We've all been there. It's happened to all of us. Whereas with FM26, when I have been chasing games, and there have been a lot of circumstances where I've been doing it, and I've made the changes, and we've pushed the line up, or we've changed some of the roles, or changed our shape a little bit, the results you would expect to see appear to be happening on screen in front of me. And that, to me, is a big plus. There are probably people that would completely dispute that and say my experience has been the complete opposite of that, and I'm not seeing any of it. Fair enough. But from what I've seen so far, it feels like it's happening.
You have just reminded me of something that happened in my save, where, again, like you say, you expect the changes to happen before. You'd chuck it on like attacking or very attacking, and then last 10, 15 minutes, nothing happens. I put it on. I think I was losing 2-0 or 2-1 or something like that, and I was thinking like, right, we just need to get an equaliser. Let's go all out. And I went very attacking, and obviously my instant reaction was, we're not going to see another highlight now. Sure enough, seconds later, we'd got an attacking corner. Goalkeeper Nadozi up there, ready with the team, ready to help score a goal. We don't beat the first person. They clear it, and the opposition score from the halfway line. I was just like, we've done it, people. We've completed the game. There we go.
Oh, football heritage.
What a waste of my time.
Football heritage makes me so happy. But again, it's the quintessential FM experience, isn't it? It's a joy. It's a joy when you get it so horribly wrong. I saw everyone's mate Robbo. I saw a little clip short of his earlier where he was going through his haram ball and, you know, the in and out of possession. In possession, everybody's forward, one player inside his own half. It's like, nobody's getting through this shape, and we're going to beat Arsenal. And he loses 2-0 to set pieces. And it's just sensational, because that's exactly what happened. It's like, yes, because that's what Football Manager is.
Was it the bug this week? Was it this week when Ben got the bug where it told him, do you want to make a substitution after this goal? It was like, what goal? And then a goal happened. Just like FM spoilers.
They call that the Dave Goodger stream bug. Right, it's 5 seconds previous. Love you, Dave. Goal, really? Oh, there it is. Bless him. Wonderful stuff. Look, I've really enjoyed my time with FM26 so far, and I don't see myself stopping enjoying the game anytime soon. So I would say that I'll get 2 months into my new save, and I'll hate it because I'll be doing terribly at it. But that's a me issue, not a game issue. That's the way I'm gonna put it. I feel very much like I was here last week now. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it. It was nice.
Okay.
It was nice. I mean, we've used Brighton as a point of reference quite frequently there. I mean, we should probably have a little catch up about how Brighton has gone for us. I know 2 of us have finished our seasons. 1 of us has not, but that's okay. D, you have finished your season with Brighton.
I have.
How's it gone?
Overall, if someone had said to me, this is your league position, this is how you'll do in cups, how do you feel about that? I would have bitten their hand off. Mm-hmm. Because obviously we played through the whole season, various ups and downs, as is tradition within an entire season. Managed to finish 4th with Brighton, which I was pretty pleased with. There was a brief moment very early on in things. We looked like we were potentially going to win. We were like 4 or 5 points clear of the bigger teams, City, Arsenal, Chelsea. And then when we played against them, they made us look rubbish. Like, they humiliated us over and over. I like Chelsea, proper bogey team for me this season. And Man City, we'll get onto that. But yeah, they just humiliated me every single game in the league. I think I lost 6 games, drew 3, won 13, which again I was pretty pleased with overall. The losses that I experienced were against teams I was expected to lose to, but I think one of them was a bit of an anomaly. But yeah, league-wise didn't go particularly well. Cup-wise though, let's talk about that. League Cup did very well in the group stages because in the women's game, especially in England, it's a little bit more like the Scottish League Cup, where you have a group, then it funnels down into sort of your quarterfinals and whatnot. And I managed to get to the quarterfinals, got knocked out by Chelsea. As I say, Chelsea were a problem team for me. Fine, whatever. League Cup, not bothered. But then the FA Cup was going very well, very, very well. I mean, to the point where I was thinking, you can see the other teams that were still in the competition. Again, I've mentioned them: Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City, and I was thinking, I really hope I don't get any of them in the build-up. And I didn't get any of them at all. Just kept, winning my game, and really, really convincingly as well. I believe in the semi-finals I had, was it Liverpool? Yeah, Liverpool, beat them 5-0, and it was like, cool, we're nailing ourselves on. The other semi-final was Everton, Man City, and Everton went 1-0 up. I was thinking, oh my God, I'm going to get to play Everton. This is going to be the easiest FA Cup final I've ever had, because I'd pumped Everton every time we played them. I was thinking, great, we've got both hands on the trophy already. Then Man City equalised very late in that match, and our game finished. I click continue, and as you say, you get forced to look at the results, and staring at me, Man City had scored a second goal in extra time. So I was like, great, I've got to play Man City in the final. This is going to be awful. But you know what? We're going to play it on full match. Mm-hmm. Because I've not seen anybody do that yet. I know a lot of people have done that on previous games. I know Callum did it quite a bit. I think Gav did it as well. Full game finals, why not? So I did a full game final against Man City. Man City scored their first goal in the 3rd minute of the game. They scored their second goal in the 6th minute of the game. It looked very pretty when it happened. But yeah, they proper humiliated us. But we held on until half time. I was thinking, okay, let's make some changes, make some tweaks, sort the tactic out. All right, let's see if we can just sort of hold on. Between the 48th minute and the 55th minute, Man City scored 4 goals, putting them 6-0 up. So I'm sat there on stream just like, I'm not annoyed because I knew I was going to lose, but come on, like, we haven't had a single shot, really. We'd had like 2 at this point. And then we get to the 86th minute, and we have a chance to score a goal. And I believe it was Fleming has a shot, deflects off one of Man City's defenders and goes in. So we still technically haven't scored. It's still all Man City players. And then they scored one in the 93rd minute. So I lost the final 7-1. So that was fun. But there was a lovely bug that I got, and I took a screenshot of it, ready to report, that even though I just lost the final 7-1, the news report said that I won 7-1. It had put the badges the wrong way round, and I was looking at it for a second. I was like, "That's not right. That's not true at all." But I'll go with it. Yep, no, we won 7-1. So I air quotes won the FA Cup.
Yeah, you did.
That was good. Yay! Oh.
See, that's that. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. But I mean, adding on to what you said, I've just had fun. I've just really enjoyed playing it. Any of the losses that have happened, whatever, it's a game. I can get over it fairly quickly. Did get a little bit of frustration towards the end, which wasn't, again, it's not the game's fault. I suppose it is in a way. Injuries. My goodness. I lost Seike, or Seike, I'm not quite sure how you pronounce her surname. I lost Kafaji, I lost Camacho, I lost McLaughlin, I lost Ollie Slagers. And also, when I looked at the fixture for the final, they did say, oh, by the way, Michelle Aguimang isn't able to play because her loan ran out or is running out on the same day as the final. So they said, she can't play in that game then. So I was proper panicking, thinking, oh my God, I'm going to have to bring on like a 16-year-old who's never kicked a football before. Luckily, the game said, oh, no, she can play. So I was like, oh, thank God. But yeah, it was lots of ups and downs. There's some proper ballers in this team. And I've just really enjoyed playing in that division. It's been fun.
It is really fun, isn't it? What I've really enjoyed about it is how spread out the fixtures are.
Oh,
because
so good.
Even when you have an injury crisis, like, oh, this player's going to be out for 6 weeks. How many games are they going to miss? 3. Oh, it could be worse, couldn't it? It could have gone very, very differently. It is a really, really fun league, and you are right. Some absolutely phenomenal players in that team. I think, similarly to yourself, I had such great results. You did a 4-2-3-1, didn't you, D? Am I right in saying?
Yes, I went 4-2-3-1, yeah.
Yeah, I did the same because I'm a coward and new things frighten me. So use it as a learning curve to get used to it.
It made sense for the team as well, though.
Oh,
like,
it absolutely does.
Got.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely does. Only a madman would look at this team and go, narrow. But yeah, I think you've hit that on the head. Kafaji, Seike, and Fran Kirby as well as kind of like the 3 behind the striker. Fran Kirby. Fran, desperate to leave but won't Kirby. Like, we're all phenomenal. So good.
Do you know your player stats for the season? Because I'm looking at mine now. Fran Kirby got 24 goals. Seike got 19 and Aguiman got 13.
Oh, God, nowhere near that many.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But I think my goals were spread. I think they spread quite evenly out across the. I mean, Aguiman scored a lot of goals for me, but at the same time they came in patches. Like, she'd score a hat trick and then not score for 2 or 3 weeks, and then she'd score a brace. So it wasn't like a fair reflection on her being consistently good. Whereas I say that the attacking 3, the attacking midfielders like CK, Kirby, and Kafaji were all fantastic. They were they carried me like the whole season. Very much like yourself, I also finished 4th in the league. The frustrating thing about it is, I'm just looking back through my results. I lost the last league game that I lost. I lost on the 2nd of November.
Wow.
I was undefeated in the league from the 2nd of November, and I still finished 4th, which was quite bonkers.
It proves how good the Man City, Arsenal. Well, who are your top 3? I had City, Arsenal, Chelsea.
I had Arsenal, City, United. Chelsea had an absolute stinker.
Wow.
City are unfairly good. Bunny Shaw, Khadija Shaw, is a cheat code at that level because she's 6 feet tall, which in the women's game might as well be 7 feet tall. So City are phenomenally good. Yeah, I did a bit of tweaking, lost the first 2 on the spin, and I thought, I'm going to hate this. Did all the tweaks, changed the tactic, mixed it up a bit, and as I say, I started seeing the team doing the things I was asking them to do in real time, and we just settled in. I didn't spend huge amounts of money. One nice thing that I saw, I say nice, it feels like quite mean-spirited almost when I say that it was a nice thing that happened. I thought I need to bit of reinforcements in midfield. I signed Lucy Stanforth from Aston Villa. Bought her in, central defensive midfielder, solid player, very, very strong mentally, decent physicals and technicals. Thought she'll do as a backup option. Signed a 2-year deal, did a cruciate 6 months in. She only played about 2 or 3 games, then decided to retire. So for the first time ever, I got an insurance payout, which was quite cool.
Nice.
I haven't seen one of those before in FMs of yesteryear or this. So yeah, I got a little payout from the insurance company. They didn't send anybody around to check. I was like, Lucy, start limping. Come on. The man's here. The man from Compare the Meerkat has come round. He's come to have a look at your gammy leg. I need you to really, really lean into it, please. So that was nice. Got a nice little insurance payout. But I had a really, really fun time with this team. Women's football is brilliant. That's never been in dispute. But in terms of playing it on Football Manager, it's just been loads of fun. What I've really enjoyed is that a lot of the players, because, a lot of the attacking players, they're a very small player with very, very high agility. It's so much fun to watch because the way the match ended, like the visuals of it, you can see the tricks and you can see them turning inside out. It's absolutely fantastic. I think one game I had Seike, she did it to somebody. She was running down the right. The opposition right-sided midfielder caught up to her, stood her up, and then she beat them, and then she stopped just so she could do it again. It just felt, it's like, that woman has a family. That's not okay. Just so she could skin the same player twice within about 5 yards. It was fantastic. And then somebody did it to us in a reverse fixture, and Ollie Saggers, the fullback, did it to her. They stopped, let her catch up. She went past them. So then she just went in from behind and hacked them down. I was like, that's the football that we play at Brighton Women's round here. It's fantastic. But such a fun team. I'm absolutely going to keep managing in women's football when my main save starts because I have the option of doing so. I really want to give the NWSL a crack because there are so many great players out there. So many great players.
Did you look through your next gen when it came in, or like the World 50?
Yeah, it's mostly Barcelona women's, a few from clubs like Bayern Munich, because there's basically the Lionesses that are out in Germany, and a few of their homegrown players. Then the vast majority are all out in the States. So looks like a really, really fun league to go managing. And I have it on good authority from a friend of the podcast, Soccer with Brian, that the NWSL is, in his own words, normal. So it is not, you don't get the same level of nonsense as the MLS. There's no drafts, there's no designated. It's just a regular old football league, and that makes me really, really happy. So absolutely going to have a little stab at that. In terms of Brighton on the whole, I didn't do anywhere near as well as you in the Cups, D. I didn't take the League Cup at all seriously and just played the reserves because it was the only point in the entire season that we had. It was almost that championship format where you were playing kind of like Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday. So I was like, get the reserves out. The league was going quite well at that point. We turned a bit of a corner. So get the reserves out. They've lost. What a shame. And just move on. FA Cup, I got knocked out by Arsenal in the 5th round. Arsenal, who in my universe won everything. They won the league, they won the League Cup, they won the FA Cup, they won the Champions League, and I'm pretty sure they won something else in betwixt those as well. So Arsenal were a cheat code. I finished 4th, considering I didn't lose after November, felt a little bit hard done by. There was roughly 85 minutes on the last day that I was third in the table. Manchester United were losing to Chelsea. They needed a point to finish third, depending on my result. And Chelsea went one up very, very early through Lauren James, and then United equalised very, very late on, which put me fourth. But again, if you'd said to me at the very beginning, you're going to finish fourth, you're going to have a lovely time, I would have bitten your hand off for that. So congratulations, D, because you've beaten me, because you did better in the Cup. Same league finish, but you did significantly better in the Cups, and you made it to a Cup final.
You didn't get humiliated 7-1 though, so...
I mean, look, there was a very, very, very small part of me. I played City 3 games from the end of the season, and I beat them 3-0, and they had 2 shots the entire game. And I nearly took a little screenshot. I was like, "Oh, it's easy if you know what," but I didn't, because I'm not that person.
I didn't have Kiko Seike. She was injured. If I'd had her, it would have only been 3-0 to them.
Yeah.
I reckon. Maybe.
And I blame the fact that when I played Arsenal and lost to them in the Cup, it's because I couldn't have Aguimang or Kafaji either, 2 of the most important players in my team. So, all in all, good time was had by all. Oh, that's actually the other thing I wanted to talk about, just very, very quickly, in regards to my time with Brighton. Earlier on this afternoon, I put a little screen grab up on Twitter, and it said, "Welcome to a game I like to call Guess the Final Score." And it was a screenshot of the end of game stats after I played Tottenham Hotspur. I had 27 shots, 14 on target. They had 5 shots and 1 shot on target. I had 17 corners. I had an XG of 1.72 compared to their 0.55. They did have 55% possession, in fairness to them. And I said, guess the final score. Some guesses from listeners and other people have included, basically, they've all said 2-0 Tottenham Hotspur. I won 3-0. Like, just why is everyone doubting me? Like, I'm clearly very, very good at the game. Of course I won based on those match stats. Like, come on. Yeah. Battered them.
Come on.
Took them to town, baby. No, it was great. Loved it. Had a really, really nice time. Jeb, I know you haven't finished yet. But how's it going in your Brighton?
I'm playing narrow formation. What of it? There wasn't a left winger when I was there, so I went narrow. There's a lot of midfielders that can play there. Yeah. I see Frank Kirby as a number 10, and it worked quite nicely. Yeah. And then Frank Kirby can fill in when Aguimang can't play against Arsenal, essentially. Yeah. Kind of way it worked. We're going all right. I'm just past November now, into November. Mm-hmm. We did. I think we played on stream yesterday. We played against Arsenal with 2-1 up until like the 90th minute. Then we gave a penalty away and then somehow lost 3-2. So that was a bit annoying. Had the same with Man United. We conceded a penalty in the last minute and drew 2-2. Don't know if penalties are a problem. I don't know. I think Tony had like a night the other night where he conceded like 4 games in a row. He conceded penalties. But then you look at real life. Not penalties, but Chelsea and red cards. They're getting, I think they're on like 7 red cards in the last 9 games or whatever it is. So I don't know. But no, it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed playing a narrow formation. It's been a long time since I've played a narrow formation. Having Jessie Fleming in midfield has been an interesting experiment, but moving her into the number 10 position when Frank Kirby goes up front is just an easy way to rotate round. I picked up Emma Schnell from Denmark. She's been really good. And Jess Carter's been all right as well. Like Seike, Aguimang, Frank Kirby, your stand-up players. McLaughlin at right back when she comes in, she's been quite good as well. She's very good on assists. Like, she loves to just run in the box. Just like, all right, calm down. But yeah, I think, playing narrow's been different. So you basically play a 4-3-1-2 and then it drops into a diamond when we're out of possession because you can do those things. So yeah, so that's pretty much where I've been. I've enjoyed it. Like I said, there's Man City are overpowered. Like Bundy Shaw is ridiculous. Arsenal weren't too bad, except just their wingers are troublesome. I was actually on the phone to Roy Keane while I was playing Arsenal, and he did warn me about the tricky wingers that they had. I was like, "What are you on about?" And then I I forget name of person who scored against me. One of the wingers, not Beth Mead. Yeah, it was Beth Mead. Yeah, Beth Mead scored. So yes, yeah, there we are. So yeah, I've enjoyed it. I think that there's a lot to go on it. I'll see how much I can get through this week while I'm away. I've got it on the laptop downloaded. There is an issue with actually loading cloud saves at the minute. I don't know if they've fixed that yet, so you can't actually transfer stuff through the cloud, which is a shame, but we'll see. Worst comes to worst, I just put it on a memory stick and do it old school,
Exactly.
That probably won't work as well. But no, I think, it's a really, really solid squad to build off. I just worry you get decimated after the first season when all the bigger boys come in and girls come in and rip all your best players apart.
Well, that's it.
That's
It would
probably
be an
worry.
interesting one to do a second season of,
Yeah.
whether pod related or just for our own sakes, just to see what you could do.
I think they're almost in a we've almost taken them to a similar position where Brighton are in the men's game as well. It's like all your best players get ripped out. So it's who comes in and who your next players that they sign. Because I think Brighton are in the same position where they've got the only person they've kept hold of is Danny Welbeck, and he's the England's number 9 at the World Cup. So
Yeah, exactly. And who saw that coming?
'cause Harry
Everybody.
Kane's rubbish.
Yeah. Harry Kane wears Danny Welbeck pyjamas. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I've heard that.
I mean, look, doing it from a pod perspective, that was the biggest difference, I think, D, between you and I, is that you've essentially set up for a second season, whereas everyone that wanted to go, like CK came to me early doors and said, look, I am going to let my contract expire. No, I'm not going to sack my agent. Try that with Fran, not me. And I'd say fair enough. And I think maybe that's why she was so good for me all season, because, she put herself in that shop window, got a glamorous move over to the NWSL. So I've lost my best winger. Obviously, Aguiman and Kafaji both leave as well. So there are gaps to fill. I think if I tried a bit harder, I would have tried to keep hold of some of those players. I had a really, really good striker on loan, Schroeder, which came from one of the Scandi leagues. She looks great. She's going to be a world beater in a couple of years' time, easily. I had an option to buy, which I didn't take. If I was going to stick around, I absolutely would have done. But it feels like the kind of club, a couple of the right transfers, you could be challenging for league titles within 2 seasons with them easily, because the core of the team is fantastic. You've just got to replace the 2 big outgoings. So you need a goal scorer and you need a new winger if you use them. And you're going to be in a fairly strong situation.
Do you use them? How dare you? I use CK plays as a striker.
There you go then.
They
Yeah,
score goals. Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah.
Just stop the little slide digs.
Nothing
God.
sly about it. How dare you? The only other thing, in terms of the women's game, if you do win the league, you just need to make sure that you win it at home, because as Gavin Brash found out, you win
lost it.
Yeah,
He lost the last game.
Yeah, and so Arsenal apparently won the title, despite Liverpool clearly winning it by having more points. So you need to be careful with it. How you win the league, I think, is the most important thing. You need to be careful with how. Look, it's brilliant. If you are playing FM26 and want to try something brand new, cannot recommend women's leagues enough. Especially, say, WSL. Brighton are brilliant fun. Really, really good entry level club. They'll challenge you, but you will also have a really good fun time because they've got so many good players. And you could do bits there. So definitely be revisiting women's football as FM26 goes on. But it was loads of fun, and I'm glad everyone else has had as much fun as I have doing it. So well done, everybody, and congratulations on beating me, D. Jeb, you need to. If you win a trophy, I think you win by default because none of us won one. So something to bear in mind.
Create a friend. So work out how to create a friendly.
Create a friendly cup. Oh, they've taken those.
They've
taken those out this year. You can't do friendly cups. Sorry.
Can't you? Oh.
If you can, feel free to do it. You go nuts. The Y Callum's just had a baby cup 3.0. Or the Y Callum had a baby 2 years ago cup. Goodness gracious me. Happy birthday, Y baby, by the way, last week. Time flies. Before we wrap up, fellas, before we wrap things up, I thought we could play a little game. Do you want to play a little game ever so quickly with me?
How small is it?
5 minutes. Yeah, little game.
Come on.
God,
Hurry up,
then.
Little petty game.
Hurry up, then. Hurry up.
All right, it's not a particularly original concept, but you can decide amongst yourselves once we start whether you want to play against each other or you want to work together. There'll be 2 questions. You can either have a go each, or you can have 2 goes working together. It's up to you. Do you want to be friends and work together and be a team, or do you want to play against each other for a non-existent prize?
I'm letting Jeb choose.
He doesn't want to play with me, quite clearly.
I'm
All
letting
right,
Jeb
fair enough.
decide
Yeah,
because
yeah,
that's what a
see.
good teammate would do.
No,
Oh.
he wouldn't. No, don't,
Why
don't
would-
say
why
that.
do you
Why would
think
you say
I
it like
wouldn't
that?
do
Why would you
that?
say it like that? Let me at him.
All right, then. All right, we'll go one by one then. Jeb, you can go first. Name a country.
Venezuela.
Name a different country.
Montserrat.
Name a different.
Hold on.
name
we can
name
go
a-
with the first one. I've got
name a
answer
more
one locked in.
Name a more popular footballing country,
Ah, I see.
if possible.
It's difficult. I'm
The
struggling
Montserrat.
The
there.
Montserrat, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Japan.
Japan. Oh, okay. I think you might have shot yourself in the foot a little bit here. Or actually, maybe you haven't. Maybe you haven't. We'll just give this a quick second to load. Right, Jeb, you've got 3 lives. I would like you to name for me, and D, this is probably going to give you an advantage when it's your turn. Jeb, please name for me the 5 Japanese players that have made the most Premier League appearances. Point for each one you get right, and you can have 3 wrong answers.
Can't think of any. No one you need to think of some.
Yes.
Wataru Endo.
Wataru
I have
Endo.
2 names.
He is 6th,
Oh, you kidding?
so there's 1 life gone. Wataru Endo, 6th on the list.
Who's the one that was at Leicester?
Hey, what is his name? I wonder what his name might be. And we could have worked as a team here, Jeb, and I would have been able to say this name right now. We would have a
Could you?
point.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
I'm going to need a name, because if he is in the top 5, that's kind of part of it.
Is it? Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah, that's kind of how it works.
Is it? Oh, that works. Nice. Cool.
I've got another person. Just off the back of thinking about them now. I've got 3 names
Nice.
to go for.
Tomiyasu's not going to be in there because he got injured too much. Shinji Kagawa.
Shinji Kagawa is 9th on the list.
For God's sake.
What?
Got 1 life left. 1 life remains. And at the moment, scoreless.
Yeah.
Would you, because of the position you're in, I'll give you a hint. Endo, who is 6th on the list, has made 53 Premier League appearances. So that's the level. That's the benchmark. Anybody who has made more than 53 appearances, that's what you are looking for at this point.
Yoshida.
Maya Yoshida of Southampton fame. Number 1 on the list, 154 appearances Yoshida has made. You're off. You're on the
Lovely
board. 1
Lovely
point.
shout.
Mm-hmm.
Is he one of yours by any chance, D?
He wasn't one of mine. I forgot that Maya
Interesting.
Yoshida existed.
Interesting. Press you for it.
I can see him. And I can't think of it. I've got 2 that I can see and I can't think of the names.
I'm going to press you for an answer, Jeb.
Yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura. Not the WWE wrestler, the one that took free kicks for Celtic.
See, all I can think
Never
of is
played in the Premier
that
League.
that
Yeah.
dad off the reels like, it's Shinsuke Nakamura. No, because he played for Celtic, unfortunately. And never made it to the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to know the remaining four?
There was one at Bolton and there was one at Leicester.
Well, the one at Leicester was Shinji Okazaki was the one that you couldn't think of.
Shinji Okazaki. He is second on the list with 114 appearances.
Wow.
Who have you got? Just to, there's no bonus points available here, do you? But just who have you got?
That Jeb said two of the others. He said Kagawa and you said Tomiyasu. Mm-hmm. And that was another name I was going to throw in, but you're probably right. He was probably too injured.
Tomiyasu would have got you a point. He is fifth, 65 appearances.
I thought he got too injured.
He was, but he still managed to somehow cobble together 65 appearances for Arsenal.
Wowzers.
The one that I'm really surprised didn't get, considering we have just spent the last kind of half hour or so talking about Brighton.
Oh, for God's sake, Matoma.
Being Matoma, yeah. Matoma, 94 appearances. And then finally, I believe one of the clubs he played for was Bolton. I've not got the time. Junichi Inamoto. Remember Junichi Inamoto? Yep.
He was
he was number
Arsenal,
4.
Then he went to Bolton.
Yeah. A couple of others. Had it been me, the names that sprung to mind for Japan for me, I wouldn't have got a lot of those right. Would have been Nakata, who was at Bolton. Shinji Kagawa and Minamoto as well. Minamoto always sticks out in my head. And for some reason, Ryo Miyachi as well, because he was meant to be I think he was a wonder kid on FM one year when he was at Arsenal, and then he never lived up to the hype. One of the regulars in the pub I used to work in, when he was doing his, remember the old mail-in fantasy footballs where you picked your team and then you could make 3 substitutions in like January. I convinced him to put Ryo Miyachi in his fantasy football team when I worked at the pub, and he didn't play a single minute. I think he was on loan at Wigan and just didn't get a game, and then that lad didn't talk to me for about 3 weeks. So that was good. Right, so Jeb, 1 point. D. Pick a country.
Yeah, Rondon. I had Rondon locked in as Venezuela as well. I had
1.5 points for Jeb. Go on, pick a country, D.
I got 2. Didn't I?
What?
You got
2?
I thought I got 2. Okay.
No,
I got 4. I got 4. Very
You
clearly.
got 4.
Yeah.
I will go for, I'm going to pick it based on a nationality I can see in the Brighton team right now. I'm going to go for Serbia.
Serbia. Okay, as I scroll down my list. Looking for Serbia. Okay, I clicked on
Looking
it.
for Serbia.
It is loaded. D.
Yeah. Don't
Hello,
regret
Flower.
this immediately.
I would like you to spell. No, imagine.
Yeah, bring it
They
on.
all end. Here's a clue. They all end in itch.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming? D. The top 5 Premier League appearance makers from Serbia in the Premier League. As with Jeb, you have 3 lives.
Okay.
Let's go.
Nemanja Vidic.
Nemanja Vidic is number 3 on the list. 211 appearances for Nemanja. He comes from Serbia. Murdia, as the song used to go.
Unless you're Fernando Torres. You just get sent off and embarrassed.
Yeah.
Okay. Matic.
Nemanja Matic, you say?
Another Nemanja.
Another Nemanja. Second on the
another
list.
Nemanja.
251 appearances.
Oh,
You are 2 for 2.
Mitrovic?
Mitrovic is number 8 on the list.
Bugger it.
2 lives left,
Okay.
3 to get.
Okay, see, this is where I know I've made the error, because now I can't think of a single Serbian player. Serbians. Who's Serbian? See, who's Serbian?
Quite a few of these lads I've got up on the
Torres.
screen in front
Branislav
of me.
Ivanovic.
Branislav
Serbian?
Ivanovic, number 1. 274 Premier League appearances for big Branislav. Love me some
done
Branislav
it.
Ivanovic. I really
He
do.
played for the Baggies for a season. He was absolutely diabolical. He literally didn't get an ounce of the Chelsea player.
You know, I'm looking at it here. I can see 2 clubs, and I was like, really? And yeah, I completely forgot about his stint at the Baggies,
Yeah,
as I'm sure a lot of Albion fans would also like to do.
yeah, he was poor. He was very, very poor. Good
That's 3. 2 to get.
3. Serbians in the Prem. Okay, come on, brain. Do your job. You think you'd have an advantage because of these blooming pills. Okay. I'm trying to think through teams. Did any particular team have a Serbian that stands out? Did Liverpool had a Serbian? Probably.
Chances
Was
are.
Markovic Serbian? Lazar
Was, but-
Markovic?
It was, but he hardly ever played.
I don't know. I'm gonna go for him anyway because I've said him out loud.
I'm not going to count down to him, but he's at 32 appearances for Lazar
All right.
Markovic. Jeb was
dokey.
not wrong.
Okie
1 to go.
dokie.
Well, 1 life
I've
left,
got
2
one
to
life
go.
left
1
and
life
2 to
left, 2 to
name.
go.
Do I get a clue with my 1 life left, like Jeb did, or I don't mind if I
Um,
don't.
I will-
Appearances
give you-
already, that's all
I mean, I-
got, so.
Yeah. I'll give you a little one. I'll give you a little one. It's probably not going to help you at all, but
No.
it's still a clue. Neither of the remaining 2 players are still playing in the Premier League.
Okay.
I don't think they are anyway. I'm going to click on one of them just to double check. No, I've not lied to you. My
Okay.
my gut instinct was correct.
Oh God. Serbians. We definitely. I really hope we haven't had a Serbian at the Baggies that I'm just not thinking of. I'm pretty
You have
confident
it
we
was
haven't.
Branislav Ivanovic.
Oh. I mean, like, it was good. Did Chelsea have any others? I'm thinking of Croatians, which isn't helping me because they.
That's a
also
different. Now
end
that's a
with an
different
itch.
country. Yeah,
It's a different itch as well.
different itch.
30 years ago. No, 40 years ago, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
would have been
Well,
alright.
they won't be Serbian then. But,
At the time of recording,
yeah.
they are 2 different countries.
Just in case something changes.
Just in case anything
You
happens
never know.
between now and Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah. God. Oh. Did Man City have someone? I think they did. Oh, it's going to really annoy me if I can't think. I don't think he probably would have made this many. Did they have Subotic for a while? I know he played for Dortmund. I don't know why I'm seeing him in a City kit. I'm probably getting someone
Oh
mixed up.
yes. He did play for Dortmund. He also didn't play for Man City, I'm afraid.
Bollocks. Who am I
There-
thinking of? They
There
had
was
an
a
itch.
very famous Serbian that was at Man City for quite a number of years.
Oh, this is
Ironically, D, not an itch.
Oh, Mother Hubbard.
He was a Rov, an Alexander Kolarov.
Bollocks. Ah! Yeah, I didn't think of him
Is
at
he
all.
top 10 though? Or was he?
6th on the list, D. 6th on the list.
Oh, that works out. Thank God.
No,
I'm surprised he's 6th.
But the
So,
other one that
number
I knew
5.
that you'd missed, I'd already looked, is Mahajovic is one of them, isn't it?
Mahajovic is one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who?
And then the other one is it a Sheffield Wednesday player.
it is a Sheffield Wednesday player.
I wouldn't have known him anyway then.
Chris Waddle. Itch. Vodlic. Dejan Stefanovic. There you go.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known those names anyway.
Wouldn't have known those. No. So there we go. Congratulations, D.
Thank you.
Got the most right.
That's the quiz.
That was it.
It's over.
That was the
That's
game.
it. It's done. It's
Yeah,
done.
that's probably
I mean, do you want
the
you?
best
We could.
quiz
We.
we've ever taken.
I can choose a country, and we can do a shootout if you'd like to.
Until we get one wrong.
Yes.
Go on then.
All right. Right.
Venezuela.
It's not Rondon. Okay. Right then. Pick a country, any country. Ooh, here's a fun one, he says. Is this a fun one?
I haven't even said it yet.
No, it's not a fun one. It's an absolute stinker.
Okay.
That would not have been fun. Oh, here we go. Right then. The shootout. Belgium.
Oh.
And we will
goes
start
first?
with Jeb, because he said who goes first, and that showed a level of assertiveness that I enjoyed. If you miss, sudden death shootout rules is that the next person has to get it one right, just for a bit of additional context. Jeb, over to you. Top 5 Belgian appearance makers in the Premier League. Take us away.
Nice and easy. Your favourite. Everyone's favourite.
Everyone's
Romelu
favourite.
Lukaku.
Right, Victor Osimhen is not Belgian, Jeb. You've made a mistake. Romelu Lukaku is number 3 on the list. 278 appearances in the Premier League for Big Rom. You cannot stop the shine. 278 times. D, your rebuttal.
Oh, I've got so many Belgians going through my brain. Trying to think, it was Belgium who was for a while.
Is it Roberto Martinez? That's a throwback.
Oh,
That's callback.
oh.
Hi, Callum.
Fun. That's a good one. I'm going to go mildly rogue, but maybe not that rogue. In a Toby Alderweireld.
Toby Alderweireld. Okay.
I think I'm out here because it sounds like he's scrolling.
Toby Alderweireld. No. It's a great shout. 200 appearances for Toby Alderweireld. Puts him 12th on the list. Congratulations, Jeb. You've won the
There you
shootout.
go, mate.
Well done.
Kevin De
I
Bruyne.
wasn't-
Kevin De Bruyne is number
I'll go
1.
with Kevin.
Kevin is number 1.
I
Would you
was
like to
gonna
very
go
quickly guess at
Hazard.
2? Hazard is number 6.
Oh,
I know. Hazard is 6. So you're missing 2, 4, and 5.
Company.
Company is number 4. So
Vertonghen.
number-
Courtois? Courtois wasn't there.
Courtois,
was he?
no, Courtois wasn't there anywhere near long enough. Number 5 is on 260, and number 2 is on
Vertonghen?
280.
Yeah, Vertonghen was one I was throwing out.
Vertonghen, no, 232 for Vertonghen.
Tielemans.
Oh, my God.
Yuri Tielemans, nope, Tielemans isn't there either. Neither of these lads are playing in the Premier League anymore, if at all, actually. I don't know if they've both retired. I don't know if either of them are retired.
Wild
One of
shouts.
them-
Is it Divock Origi?
It's
of them?
not Divock Origi.
That is very wild.
I don't know.
But-
Benteke, though.
Or Michy
Benteke
Batshuayi.
is number 2. Benteke is number 2. Number 5, cult Premier League hero would be the best way I would describe this person. Two
Divock
club.
Origi?
No, it's not Divock Origi. Played for 2 different Premier League clubs
Two different Premier League clubs.
under the same manager at one point.
Ooh. Delaney.
Yeah. Oh, Fellaini's a very good shout.
It is Marouane Fellaini. There you go. Number 5, 260 appearances for Marouane Fellaini. There you go.
Well,
Ah,
Jeb knows
that
his
was-
Belgians.
If there's one thing I can say about Jeb, it's that his knowledge of Belgians is second to none. Lads, thanks for playing that. I enjoyed that. That was fun. Thanks for humouring me and playing my little game. Appreciate you. You're both
That's
great.
good fun. Thank you for that.
Feels like a very good way to end a podcast to me. Don't know about the two of you, but it feels very podcasty.
Feels right.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Lovely stuff. Fellas, thank you both for hanging out with me. Before we wrap things up fully, though, Jeb, if people would like to engage with you online, watch you stream next time you are at home, which I appreciate is going to be a little while because you're a very busy boy, where can people find you on the internet, Jeb?
You can find me by liking and subscribing to this podcast on YouTube. Thank you.
Yeah, you can. Best place to find him.
Wait. Come on. Hurry up.
Do it now so you'll know you've done it.
Click it.
Do it and then comment saying I've done it. Can I go to bed now? That's what you have to do. D, where can people find you?
They could find me on Spotify. Make sure that you follow the podcast, or on whatever you listen to your podcasts on. Probably Spotify though, because we've all got that in it. So
Yeah.
we're not helping you at all, are we? Really?
No, you're doing great. You're doing great.
Right.
You can find me on Apple Podcasts, which we do a surprisingly large amount of numbers on. Who knew? Who saw that coming? Who knew that was a thing?
Other fruits are available.
Other fruits are available, but you
And
can't
we'll
listen
take
to a pod.
sponsorship from any single one of them.
You can't listen to a
Apart from
podcast
kiwis.
on a banana. What's your beef with kiwis?
Don't like them.
Fair enough.
Pips everywhere. Yeah.
Good to know.
Not good pips either. Pomegranates, fine. Kiwis.
Pomegranates are all pips.
Kiwis are-
Right, join us on Patreon where we discuss fruit in more detail. Or don't. You don't have to. £1 memberships are still available. Patreon.com/FMT pod. Have a look. Go on, you know you want to. Lads, thank you so much for this evening. It's been an absolute treat. Appreciate you both. You're both really nice. And also, thank you, the audience, for listening, for watching, however you're consuming this podcast. We appreciate you enormously. Without you, we'd probably still just hang out and chat anyway, but it's nice that you're involved. That wraps up another episode of Football Manager Therapy. We will see you on the next one. Take care. Love you lots.
Bye! See, I can interrupt too.